They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ragin Cajuns will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes offense will have the football first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Louisiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Robertson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Yeah, that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. And the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew on.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Running it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Got his man. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Peoples. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll pull it on the read. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking to get in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Howard. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making the play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-line in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, you know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game record.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, the offense offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Ragin' Cajuns will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Great place to start for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And interesting, on third and short, man, a lot of time defenses get really, really aggressive, so they try to slip in the screen, but they played it nicely, got pressure on the QB, got in there so fast, kind of disrupted the timing, and won that third down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game. It's still a 14-point lead, guys. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Ragin' Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Ragin' Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got a man. It's Peoples. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The inside handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Trying to beat the D deep. It's him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Run in the red zone, it's Peoples. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Fires to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. And a sack all the way back at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down for the tackle. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. caught over the middle. It's Jensen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Ragin Cajuns send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here he comes from inside his own, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover. Here we go, they'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Makes the grab. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He'll pull it on the option and try to do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll go to the ground. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Howard. And it's caught. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The sure hands, it's Sampson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Ragin' Cajuns in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The Ragin' Cajuns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Sampson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
On the ground, it's Perry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They go to the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. He'll do it himself. I think he misread that one totally. Probably better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he gives up the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Slithers into space.
The returner brings it out to the 30.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
They'll run the counter. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football, you're coming up and trying to get on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurl you and put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Ragin' Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Howard. Fires one high and deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ragin' Cajuns are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. He'll do it himself on the draw. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the Ragin' Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line. That's short of first down yardage. 4th down is coming.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Robertson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Howard. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ragin' Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Ragin' Cajuns are on the move. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Louisiana! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Back to throw, it's Howard. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Sampson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking for space, it's Perry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
To the air, it's Howard. There's the pressure. And the defense got him at the 27. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the score.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about into the